It's a great day in SimWorld, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to SimWorld Today. I'm B-Ron, taking over in the host chair from Marsh this morning. He had to go see a guy about some dancing lobsters. And joining me this morning is Sniper J. It's good to have you on the show with me for the first time, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's great to be on with you. It's Fat Tuesday, which I mean it's Mardi Gras, and I shouldn't be awake at this time, but I am for SimWorld, so let's do it.
The things we do for SimWorld, right? We had a lot of action last night in college hoops. We're gonna go through some things involving college. It's also an all SimWorld U episode this morning. Let's get things started first. Talking about Princeton. Let's play a little game of fact or fiction with Princeton. Should we be concerned about them? They're on a 2-game losing streak after losing to SMU and Jackson State recently. They're still in the top of the conference though to be competing for the American. But do you think we should be concerned about them?
Absolutely not, B-Ron. I mean, I've been an advocate for Princeton since I've been in SimWorld, and I still am. It's just a two-game losing streak. I don't think we should get concerned. The next game they got is against Houston. I expect them to get back on track and win at least six out of the next eight games going down the stretch into the conference championship. I don't think there's nothing to worry about with this Princeton team. I think they have a favorable schedule, and they're going to get back on track.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't think we need to be concerned about them either. Again, like you said, 2-game losing streak, it's not that big a deal. Houston on paper is a tough matchup because of the talent of players they have on their roster, but we know they haven't really lived up to that this season. They haven't looked good in multiple spots. Kelvin Sampson now retiring, so maybe at the end of the season, so that might be something that gets them going. But we've yet to see them really take the leap that we expected them to coming into this season. But yeah, no, I don't think we should be concerned about Princeton either. They still, like I said, favorable spot in the conference still. They are what 4-2 in the conference. Memphis is 5-1, so they're a couple of games behind, but there's still plenty of time for them to catch up and get with the program, so to speak. But them, SMU, and who they'll see again at the end of the season on April 23rd, so they'll get that rematch with them. So I'm expecting Princeton to be all right moving forward for sure. On to more concerning news, though. Iowa. We know they don't have Marion Sherwood. He'll be out for the next month or so with that sprained elbow. And they're first place in the league right now. The question, though, is Iowa done in the Big Ten without Sherwood?
Absolutely not, B-Ron. I mean, this Iowa team, they play good basketball. Yes, Sherwood's a big key, does a lot of rebounding, dirty work for them. But they have Robinette who can play the five. They have Ryder who can move in into the four. And they could play like a traditional team, play a little faster, I think. But I don't think there's no concern. Do they have a tough schedule? Yes, but everybody has a tough schedule at this time of the season. I think they're going to be just fine. I think they're going to win some games. They may drop one, but that's to be expected. But I think they're going to win games and still be at the top of this conference.
I I don't think we should be concerned about them now. I'll use that word now for a reason. Uh, I think that they have enough talent around without Sherwood to still compete in the Big Ten. But if for some reason the injury does keep him out longer, or he has a hard time coming back, or whatever it is, again, we know it's not a lower body injury for bigs. We're not too concerned about it. But still, anything could happen, and you never know. I'm not wishing that on Sherwood. But if for some reason he comes back and it's not the same, or it takes longer for him to come back for whatever reason, then we can talk about him. We can talk about it being a problem for Iowa. In the Big Ten, I think they'll be fine. But if it gets Hoopsteria and he's still not around, then I'd start to be concerned about Iowa. They're still in first place in the Big Ten right now. Illinois, Purdue, Maryland's there, and they also have Minnesota to worry about as well. Any one of those teams could jump them at any point in time, but yeah,
But be right. Listen to me. It's the best of both worlds. I think I was going to hit a stride without Sherwood. So they're going to know how to play basketball without Sherwood. If he comes back and he's a little stagnant, not ready to play, they have what it takes they're gonna know what it takes to win without him. And then as Sherwood, he's a great player. I'm pretty sure he's smart. He's a senior. He's gonna be out of here. He's gonna do what he can to win. He's gonna come back and fit in. If he has to do the same thing he was doing beforehand, he'll be able to do that. If not, he'll come in, fill in his role as a senior should, and take this team to the promised land. I don't see what the downfall is here. Yes, he's hurt. Do your job, recover. But when you come back, help the team win and get back on track. Don't come in trying to be Mr. 40 points, 10 boards, 8 assists. We don't need that right now. We got a rhythm. We need you to come in, do your job, and help the team win. I think that's what's going to happen for Iowa.
We'll see. It makes sense, though. We shall see what happens, though. Final thing to get to this morning. The conferences, as we know, are starting to take shape, Jay, and there's various teams in various conferences that are looking good. Some races are tight, some are not so much, but I want to get your thoughts on who is right now the best positioned conference leader to potentially win their conference.
Absolutely. I'm going to take the easy route here. I'm going UCLA, baby. They haven't lost a game in conference. What are they right now? I think they're like 6-0, right? They're 6-0. They're 2 games ahead of everybody. This team is playing good basketball at the right time. They're finding their rhythm. They just reached that top 10 mark in the SP top 10 poll. I think it's deserving. And I don't see nobody in the Pac-12 hanging around with this team. I think they run away with this conference and end up getting a very high seed in Hoops area and being a very dangerous team.
Yeah, no, UCLA is my pick as well for the obvious reason you mentioned there. They're the only undefeated team in conference play, 6-0, and they are incredibly dangerous, Jay. They're incredibly dangerous. For people who don't know, they're tops in the nation in most of the offensive categories, including points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, blocks per game, 3-point percentage, and 3-pointers made in per game as well. This is an incredibly strong and scary offense when they get going. And let's not forget they have Gerald Carroll and Jalen Snow, 2 of the best offensive scoring threats in the nation on the same team. Not every team has that. I know talking a lot about offense, but the Evangelos Mullins and Franklin Tyson as well are their bigs, and they're not, world beaters by any means, but I think that what they do it very well for the team that they need to do it for. They don't need to be guys who, are getting, 20 points a night. They might get you, 10, but they're mostly going to be in there grabbing rebounds and blocking shots and playing defense. And that's what this UCLA team needs. Their defense is in the 30s in the nation ranked wise. So that's my concern about them when you get to Hoops area. But
Absolutely.
right now, their offense is what's going to get them to that Pac-12 conference game, and then eventually what will win them the championship in the Pac-12 as well. So yeah, we are in agreement there this morning as well. And yeah, it's the obvious pick, but sometimes the obvious pick is the right pick, because I was looking around the other conferences and they're not as cut and dry. So this just makes sense, right?
Absolutely, B-Ron. It absolutely makes sense. I mean, if I had to take a runner, I would say Nova. It's because of how dominant they've been, right? I mean, they're head over heels, I think, better than everybody in their conference. And that'd be my second one. But UCLA is the best right now. And of course, we talk about defense, but they don't need defense in the Pac-12. Not right now. Their offense is too good. It's too high powered. They score too much. They're going to run through the Pac-12 with just scoring alone. When the time comes, man, we can have a chat about the defense and how they need to make some adjustments if they want to make a serious run in Hoops area.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. Well, look, Jay, thank you for joining this morning. I really appreciate you and being here with me. I know I put in for March, so thank you all for watching as always and listening and all that good stuff. Remember, we have games tonight. We have 2 games on CBS, and that's going to be starting at 3 games starting at 7:00 p.m. We have Georgia and Kentucky starting things off at 7. And then the second game of the night is Iowa and Texas A&M and Auburn at 8:30. And then the 10 o'clock game is Gonzaga and UNLV. Big slate of games here tonight on SimWorld TV. All those simulcast through CBS. So look forward to those games again, starting at 7 o'clock tonight. Jay, once again, thank you for coming on. Really appreciate you, man, on the Tuesday. I know that Martian, you like to talk SimWorld you on Tuesday, so I'm glad I got to hop in here and do it with you this morning on the Tuesday. Remember, guys, all things you usually do, hit the like button, share the video around, all that good stuff. And remember, SimWorld is the only place you can see the game, be the game. We'll see you tomorrow.